I don't know about you, but I just love hitting shoulders. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Oh, I love shoulders. Yeah. Mm. Pull the elbows up. Squeeze it and hold. Ah. Ah. This is for your traps, right? So mentally focus on your traps. It's a physical exercise, but turn it into something mental. Ah. Yes. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, incredible. Yeah. Oh. I really like to turn myself into a monster. Just a savage beast. Straight Neanderthal up in here. My buddy came to visit a few months back. I was eating my dinner and he's like, "You eat like a Viking." I'm like, "A Viking?" Because I had so much food on my plate, but there's an old cliche. Oh my gosh. Look at the separation between the side delt and the front delt. That exercise was for the traps, by the way. No, I was saying there's an old saying about you gotta eat big to get big. And there's truth to that. But even if you're not trying to get big per se, just find decent weight and just rep to failure. Go straight up to failure. And don't do any more sets. Don't even give your body an opportunity to think there's going to be another set. Don't even let your body think it can recover right away. You're not going to recover until you're resting. When you leave the gym, you go home, you eat, you rest. But when you're actually in the gym, when you're in the act, don't let your body get comfortable, I should say. That's why I like to go to failure, especially if the weight is not crazy heavy. I talked about compound movements, bench press, squats, deadlift, or shoulder press. If you go heavy on those things and go to failure, do it at your own risk. And have a spotter, especially on the bench. But as far as things like the upright rows, or side delts, or rear delts, or curls, I tell people go to failure on that stuff because the weight is not heavy and the weight won't kill you. You'll survive failure with the lighter weight. Even if you're hammer curling, for example, see, you guys inspire me now. Even if you're hammer curling 50s, right? You can take that stuff to failure. Yes. Man, this feels good. I'm a little bit of a psycho when it comes to certain exercises. And let me talk about my methods. Lately, I've only been training once or twice a week, right? But every time I train, it's a different muscle group. So I'm only training the same muscle group like twice a month. And my job at work is physical, so I need to give my body plenty of time to rest. So I can't train as much as I used to, but I think it's better that way because I can recover better now. But yeah, if you need to take a whole week to rest, I'm all for that. You gotta know your body. You gotta know your body, man. This health stuff is not a joke. It's 2024. Y'all need to get in shape. Get off the couch. And don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of the PlayStation 5. And to FaZe, shout out to you. Anybody out there who plays Ghost of Tsushima, shout out to all y'all. My point is, I'm a big fan of these new PlayStation games, but get off the PlayStation. Come in here. I mean, we got Spider-Man in the background. What? Get off the couch. Stop going to McDonald's every other day. Make games. I could be a preacher just for games. Turn this place into a church of games. I'm serious. Make games. Mentally and physically, you'll feel better, I promise you. I think that singer Lizzo, she's an entertainer. She was promoting body positivity back when she was fat. Well, then she decided, you know what? Nah, this ain't cool. This ain't right. Even Lizzo went to the gym. Shout out to Lizzo. So now all of her fans who see the transformation, they can now say, whoa, my girl Lizzo can do it. Therefore, I can do it. Because here's the thing. People look at me and they say, well, you're just a gym rat. You're just a gym nut. And they say, well, I can't do what you do. That's fine. But they don't try to do the things I do. They don't try to even do things similar to what I do. It's like sometimes when people see gains, they either get intimidated or they get inspired, or even both at the same time. But just try it, man. Like, just do it. Let's say you're in a wheelchair. Let's say you're a paraplegic. Everything from the waist below doesn't work. You still got all kinds of upper body you can work on. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you lost an arm. You only got one arm left. You still got all kinds of exercises you can do with one arm. I mean, there's so much stuff you can do out there. Shoulders, back, chest, core, squats. I mean, and it's fun. Once you start making gains, you'll be like, this is kind of fun. Because in the beginning, it was exciting, but parts of it kind of sucked because I didn't really know what I was doing. But once I got a stronghold of it, once I understood if I do this, I'll look like this, it was so much fun. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when I'm in the gym, well, not this gym, but back when I would go to the YMCA, I would look in the mirror. It's good to have a mirror so you can see your form, your posture, but, and this is an ego thing, I'm working on this, I'll like look in the mirror to see if anybody else is seeing what I'm doing. Anybody ever do that? To see if other people are like, look, he's making gains. That's crazy. But the gym's a good place, man. And everybody in the gym, for the most part, they're all like-minded people. They're in there for the same reason you're in there, for the most part, to make gains. So you can talk to people in the gym. And a lot of people, they teach you different techniques in the gym. There's skinny people in the gym and fat people, but they're all there to look better. That's the beauty of it. And that's why I'm making this video, because I don't want people to be timid and afraid. You should be able to go to any gym and say, hey, is it okay if you spot me real quick? Hey, can you spot me over here for a second? And that person should be like, yeah, no problem. Let's do it. Like, that's the attitude. That's the aura. Everybody's here to help everybody. And even if you don't verbally help people in the gym, just when I see certain people doing certain things, I'm like, man, I gotta try that. I too can make gains. Or I'll ask people like, hey, what made you want to do this instead of this? Or, if you do it like this, how will this affect your physique opposed to doing it this way? And you'd be having some good conversations. It's kind of like when you were a kid at Blockbuster or a GameStop. Everybody was there for the same reason, to pick up a game or a movie. But you could talk to anybody in a GameStop about any game and they would talk to you. It was so cool. And the gym is no different except for you're lifting heavy objects. But yeah. Let me see here. That's Sergio Oliva. They don't know about that Sergio. Alright. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And peace.